Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon Go field report. This time I am looking for Bulbasaur nests. Bulbasaur, or should I say Venusaur, is one of the last Pokemon I need to fill my Pokedex. And since the latest update, I have been made aware of a Bulbasaur nest at Waubonsie Lake in Aurora, which is also connected to the Eola Community Center. And Ricky J082 was kind enough to send me a map on the Reddit with locations marked on the map for spawns, and I can confirm 100% that these locations are correct. So on Saturday, my son and I went out to Waubonsie Lake, and unfortunately when we got there it was completely raining, so we were really not able to get out and walk around with our phones. But we were able to kind of scout the lake in the car and find the places where the road is closest to the walking path. And we were able to actually snag a couple Bulbasaurs while we were out there. Sunday morning, the weather was much better. I decided to check out a rumored Bulbasaur nest in Wheaton, Illinois at Adams Park. Now when I got there, I found the park, which was really pretty, but is teeny tiny. It's like half of a city block, so you could walk from one end to the other in about 2 or 3 minutes. And there was a static Bulbasaur spawn right in the middle of the park, and it seems like that spawn was only maybe coming up once per hour while I was there on Sunday. So I did verify that it is a spawn location, but as far as it being a nest, I did not see multiple spawns at once. Not to be daunted, I went back to the Eola Community Center and the lake, and this is what happened.
Alright, so I'm back at Waubonsie Lake Park, and this time the weather is holding up a bit better. I'm on foot, and right now I think there are some Bulbasaurs across the lake, which I won't get to in time, so I'm just gonna keep going around and hope I get lucky. I only have about 30 minutes here.
So I didn't get incredibly lucky with Bulbasaurs as I walked around the lake. I would definitely recommend bringing a bicycle or maybe a skateboard or hoverboard if you're so inclined, because they always seemed like they were spawning on the opposite side from where I was walking, and even if I jogged around the lake, I would be hard pressed to get to the spawns in time.
Alright, so I've gone all the way around the lake, and of course, no Bulbasaur showing up, but my sources tell me that there is one on the very far side of the lake from where I'm standing right now, which is about 10 minutes left on it, and it's going to take me at least 10, if not more, minutes to walk back over there, so I may be hopping in the car. Oh man, all of that running to get to the other side of the lake, and he ran from me. But the good news is, I caught him on my son's phone. 493, it's not terrible. So now, to walk back to the car and get out of here. I've wasted like 4 hours today. So there's a guy in a red car, actually in a red shirt, and he ran past me up the trail, ran to his car, and I yelled, "Did you catch the Bulbasaur?" He's like, "Yeah," and he's just running, and I'm like, "Oh, he ran from me," and he's like, "There's another one at the community center," and I see him hop in a red car and go driving off. So he must be using some type of a tool to see it. In fact, I see him right ahead, so let's pop the radar. Alright, finally got one up by the community center. I could have probably just came up here to begin with instead of going over the park, but or the lake I should say, but it was fun walking around the lake. So anyway, that's it for me. I confirmed it's a nest. I caught one or two at the nest, and that's about all I have time for.
Alright, so at the end of that adventure, I had only 53 Bulbasaur candy. Still need another 47 or almost 12 catches of Bulbasaur before I'm going to get my Venusaur, but, well, I guess I'm going to have to leave it up to random chance. Now, Monday morning, I dropped my son off with school, and I had an errand to run, so of course, I took my daily trip through the Otter Creek Shopping Center in Elgin. That is a Clefairy nest. It's been a Clefairy nest even through the migrations. You can also catch Magikarp at the south end of the parking lot. And lo and behold, amazingly, on the radar, first time I've ever seen this on the radar, a Venusaur. Boom, right in front of the Trikoshi Beauty University, which I assume that's where beauticians learn to cut hair. There was a Venusaur. You can believe I was on the absolute edge of my seat throwing Pokeballs with berries, and lo and behold, I caught a Venusaur. So even though I just wasted 2 whole days Bulbasaur hunting, the universe and fate was kind to me, and even though I still needed over half of the candy required, it just handed me a Venusaur right in my favorite nest. So you better believe I'm going to continue to go to that Clefairy nest from now on, because man, talk about luck. Hope you're having luck in your Pokemon Go hunting, and stay tuned for the next vlog.